there's quite a few places online where people are upset at you, and quite a few things that you have said in these hour-long eloquent pieces that people have vehemently opposed.
Yeah, and I'm annoyed that it's not more. Like,
really?
I want people.
But don't you try to stop them?
Stop them? No.
Don't you pull videos down? Don't you pull videos for copyright infringement and tell people to not make videos?
Oh no. Oh, this just recently happened. So yeah, this is a guy who worked at FDR. There was a troll out there who
FDR, Free Domain Radio.
Free Domain Radio.
Which is your organization.
Yeah, so there was a guy. I wouldn't say troll is going to poison the well, right? There was a fellow out there. I think he's a gentleman of trolley persuasion. And I do these call-in shows where people call and we talk about sort of philosophy and ideas and whatever, right? And he had gotten some of those calls, and through a means I don't pretend to understand, he had, doxing, where you start revealing people's personal information. Mm-hmm. He'd got pictures of their kids. He'd found out where they live. He had just done stuff where he was...
so someone just called in and you got pictures of their kid?
What can I tell you?
Why would you do that?
Can I pretend to know why people do this? No.
He does his show acting as if he's like the authority figure on every single topic. Like, he is so well read and he knows everything. And I mean, when you talk about his fiscal policy and his obsession with anarchy, really, anarchy? You want to get rid of every type of fucking law. And then he talks about copyright, how copyright laws are ridiculous. That motherfucker goes around doing copyright violations on other people's YouTube videos. What happened to intellectual property, bitch? Right? You don't like intellectual property, right? Why are you going and putting strikes on other people's YouTube videos? He doesn't even believe the bullshit that he preaches. It's crazy.
But coming back to this thing of Stefan Molyneux and the DMCA, surely a man with such anarchist convictions would never abuse the government's monopoly of violence to send in a SWAT team against a little girl, right? But yes, Steph was perfectly happy to use the state's monopoly of force to enact a copyright takedown of material. In his exact words, to put a gun against someone's head, to use these laws to protect the intellectual property he doesn't even believe in.
So the reason I say I'm positively giddy today is because there has been a bevy of articles recently criticizing Molyneux, and I think that his critics have him running scared this time, because he has gone so far as to silence one of his most incisive critics by having their YouTube account removed, claiming intellectual property rights, something he supposedly doesn't believe in.
His business partner, Mike, issued takedown notices for this site on YouTube and had it completely taken away. And this
for
is
critique.
A guy
because this YouTube channel was sort of highlighting things that they thought people needed to see about Stefan Molyneux.
But it was a DCMA, which is a legally backed by the U.S. federal government copyright notice. And he said before, you can use my videos any way you want as long as you spell my name right. And he said they're Creative Commons, which means you can do that with them. But they used a copyright infringement to get them taken down. Now, they took down another channel, allegedly. I can't even find a mirror of this channel. Allegedly, they took down a much less popular site that was criticizing the callers on the show. And they said they took down this. They said they took down Tru Shibes, allegedly said this, to protect their listeners, but there were callers, but there were none of the callers in the Tru Shibes thing. It was inconsistent. And there were videos on here of him saying I went to 3 Ivy League universities, and then alleged proof that he didn't go to 3 Ivy League universities, things like that.
I just did a YouTube search for Tru Shibes or Shibes, however you pronounce it, and the first video that pops up is "Rest in peace, Tru Shibes, killed by a statist cult leader," that was posted 3 days ago.
Wow.
Well, there's a mirror of it. Is that on the mirror site? The mirror site on YouTube is True Mirror. TRU Mirror.
No, this is by some guy named Jim Jesus.
We'll come back with more here in moments. Jim Jesus. Where do I know that? I think that's a listener of Free Talk Live. That name sounds very familiar. Hang on, Michael Dean. We can continue the discussion here in moments. Mark came into the studio the other day and said there's been some concern about Stefan Molyneux, so I've been aware of some of this. We'll come back. Your thoughts are welcome here. This is Free Talk Live.
One of the things that has really, I think, given him a lot of negative press in libertarian circles, where he had a lot of friendlies even, was the DCMA takedowns of people would post videos. Several accounts, YouTube accounts, have been totally just taken down because they, in particular. I'm going to spell that. People know what they're talking about. But
you can go on Facebook and follow Tru Shibes as well.